Okay, I will present about characters and characterization from The Little Match Girl. Number 1 is characters from The Little Girl. Violin is a poor little girl. From paragraph 1, in sentence 2, in the cold and darkness, there went along the street a poor little girl, bareheaded and with naked feet. Paragraph 2, sentence 2, so the little maiden walked and with her tiny naked feet, that were quiet red and blue from old. Sentence 4, from paragraph 2, nobody had bought anything of her the whole lifelong day. No one had given her a single farthing. Sentence 3 is she crept along, trembling with cold and hunger, a very picture of sorrow, the poor little thing. Paragraph 12 is the sentence 1. At the cold hour of dawn, said the poor girl, with rosy cheeks and with a smiling mouth, leaning against the wall, frozen to death on the last evening of the old year. Point 2 is a girl who is not brave and submissive. From paragraph 5, and the sentence 2, and to go home she did not venture, for she had not sword and knives, and could not bring a farthing of money. Paragraph 6, sentence 2, a match might afford her a word of comfort if she only dared take a single one out of the window, throw in against the wall, and run her fingers by it. Point 3 is a girl who has desire and she's like imagine. It's so much from paragraph 6, sentence 3, 4, 5, and 6. From paragraph 7, sentence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Paragraph 8, sentence 1, 2, and 3. Paragraph 10, sentence 1, and paragraph 11 is sentence 1, 2, 3, and 4, because it's like imagine. Characters number 2. Number 2 is characters from her father. Her father is so hard and cruel. From paragraph 5, sentence 2, from her father she would certainly get blows, and at home it was cold too. The last is characters from her grandmother. Kind grandmother who loves him very much, but her grandmother is dead. From paragraph 9, sentence 1, for her old grandmother, the only person who had loved her. I think enough.
The point of view from the Little Match Girl story. The narrative is limited to the third person and concentrates on the viewpoint of the young match girl. The reader can empathize with the tiny match girl's misery by viewing the world through her perspective. The narrator's use of strong sensory information contributes to the reading experience's vivid and immersive quality. This story is written in past tense from a third-person perspective. The narrator appears to be omniscient at the beginning of the story, but there are instances that suggest that the narrator might be limited to the girl's perspective. For example, when the girl lights the match, the narration is as follows: "Wrist, how it blazed, how it burned." In the 6th paragraph, the sense of wonder implicit in this narration is not consistent with a neutral narrator, so this suggests that the narrator is at least in the part from the perspective of the little girl.
Setting: the first is a place in a corner formed by two houses and in the street. Second time: the last evening of the years, New Year's Eve, and at the cool hour of the dawn. And the last setting is atmosphere: cool, snowy, dark, and affected. Orientation. Paragraph 1. There are setting atmosphere, setting time, character a poor little girl. Paragraph 2 and 3. Specific character of a poor little girl and atmosphere. Paragraph 4. There is setting time. Paragraph 5. Setting place and characterization of her father. And then we move to recent action. Paragraph 6. A poor little girl is experiencing severe cold and trying to warm herself with much. She remembers the warmth of Christmas moment with her grandmother. Climax. Paragraph 9. The poor little girl remembered the words of her dead grandmother that every star that falls means one soul as chance to God. Following action. Paragraph 10 and 11. She met her grandmother in her imagination and expressed her longing and desire to be with her grandmother. Finally, the poor little girl felt askance to God. And the last is resolution. The poor little girl was found dead at dawn on the first day of the new year. No one could have imagined the wonderful time with her grandmother last night. The conflict is person versus person. The poor little girl experienced great sadness and loneliness, deep longing and love for her dead grandmother. Memories of beautiful moments with her grandmother entered her hallucination. Then she died smiling and freezing cold.
The theme of The Little Match Girl by Hans Christian Andersen is first, poverty and neglect. The story vividly depicts the extreme poverty and neglect experienced by the little girl, who is barefoot, cold, and hungry, wandering the street trying to sell matches with no success. Second, imagination and hope. Despite her dire circumstance, the little girl finds solace and warmth in her imagination. She lights matches to create vision of comfort, joy, and love, such as a warm stove, a festive Christmas tree, and the presence of her beloved grandmother. This moment of imagination and hope provide a stark contrast to her harsh reality. Third is compassion and empathy. The story encourages reader to empathize with the plight of the little girl and reflect on the importance of compassion and kindness toward those who are less fortunate. And then, tragic ending. The story concludes with a tragic ending, highlighting the harsh reality of the little girl's fate, frozen to death, and the last evening of the old year. This serves as a powerful reminder of the consequence of societal indifference to the suffering of others.
Okay, I will continue. Moral value. From this story, the wisdom we can take is how important it is to be grateful for what we have got, because many people are not as lucky as us in living life. And from this story illustrates how important helping in life, because the girl could have been saved if someone helped her by buying maids, for example, so she could go home and not to be scolded by her father.